Absolutely.
Very good. All right. Welcome to our mediation tonight. We were just talking about the fact that we've both had some interesting frustrations today. So we'll see whether there's some healing or clearing energy around that. And we'll start to just connect with some breathing. And we're just having a laugh how sometimes the emotions come and go and come and go. And sometimes they come and they don't want to go. Oh, yes, I had a very funny afternoon. It's funny now. It wasn't funny in the moment. All right, so let's just focus on the breathing. And we're just going to do in a breath in and out and hold and breathe out for the count of 4. So just a square breath. It just resets our energy and our nervous system. And I want to just do one more. And I'm just reminded as we're doing that breathing and just thinking about what was happening in my meeting this afternoon that humans are just a delightfully diverse race. Like everyone is so different. Like nobody looks the same as anyone else. No one has the exact same history. They don't have the same DNA. They don't have the same conditioning. They haven't had the same experiences. And I don't know about anyone else, but I get this feeling that I expect people to behave and think like me, which is so crazy. And so I'm just having a little giggle at that. It's of course, that's how people not only end up in conflict, but also how they manage to resolve things because people have different ideas and different ways of looking at things. So, in celebration of the diversity of humans, we can just breathe in and let go of any energy that's not ours. I'm just going to invoke for the higher energies. So we call on the Supreme God, Divine Mother Father. We call on our souls and divine selves. And we call on all the guides, teachers, and friends and spiritual hierarchy who love us unconditionally. Thank you for being here. We call on Sri Shakti Narayani Amma. Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. Om Namo Narayani. Call on all the great illumined masters across time and space. We call on our guides, teachers, ancestors of the light, working for the light only, holding it unconditional love and a higher vibration only. Thank you for being here. We send our love and respect to Mother Earth and the traditional owners of this land. We come in peace, we come in peace, we come in peace. As we just breathe down deep into Mother Earth. And we call on the archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. We call on Sandalphon and Metatron. And we call on all the angelic frequencies and the energies of earth, air, fire, water, and ether. We call on our higher self. It's working for the light only, holding unconditional love, and we call on our soul to be here with us now. And for today as well, we call on those great masters who can help us balance emotions, find the fun in our life, even when it's frustrating or even when it brings anxiety or it brings sadness, whatever the emotions are, that we learn to be able to dissolve and let them go and return ourselves to the highest vibrational frequency. And we ask to be a pure channel for divine light, love, and power, healing and transformation, oneness and unity, surrendered selfless service, and complete harmlessness. We ask to be divinely guided and protected with clear insight, accurate perception, and correct expression. And we offer this time and space at the lotus feet of the divine. Through divine grace, so be it. We just call on Saint Germain and the violet flame to cleanse and purify ourselves, our space, anywhere we work, clearing away the energy of other people. Sometimes if you're a feeling person, a kinesthetic person, it's nice to imagine the light is coming through your hands and that you're literally cleansing and sweeping. And sometimes you can just use your imagination to do it. But I kind of like the vibe of imagine that I'm sending the violet flame around my house through my own energy field, breathing it out the back of the body. And sometimes the energy just simply works on its own. Sometimes it's nice to actually say out loud what we would like the energy to help us with, or the guides to help us. So we can just say, I now release all energy that's not mine. And with a big breath, letting it all go. And I now release all emotions that are not mine. Especially for me personally, I'm releasing the frustrations of this afternoon. And I can feel stress and overwhelm from people in the meeting I was in as well. So I'm going to release any stress, overwhelm, confusion, anything like that. We can just let all that go as well. Whatever's relevant for you. And then we just call back our energy. Imagine that we just, sometimes our energy field goes out to connect with others. It can happen unconsciously. Just imagine we can call it back. And then imagine we can send back to other people any energy that belongs to them that we might have been holding unconsciously or consciously. And then if there is any particular emotion that you've been experiencing lately, whether that is like a frustration, an anger, a sadness, an anxiety, a grief, anything at all, just imagine you can hold it in your hands. And it might even be a mixture, which is fine. It might be a bit of sadness, a bit of anger, a bit like a cake mix. Hold it in your hands, or you can hold it in one hand and then just imagine that electric violet light from Saint Germain is transmuting these emotions on your behalf. You can imagine that you're letting them go. You can send them up to the angels. You can put them into the earth. Just imagine you can kind of look at them, acknowledge them, and then just release. Our emotions are messengers, and just send them off. And you might find the emotions are connected to events in the past, or events today, or memories, conditioning. Imagine that the connection to all of that can be cut. So memories will create neural pathways that will sometimes reignite the emotions, and it gets in a bit of a loop. So just imagine that can clear through the brain, and that those connections to past experiences can just be cut and disconnected. Just like you're unplugging electricity from a socket. Just imagine they can all be pulled out and cut. And you might want to say something like, I release myself from all ties to the past, any conditioning, any hooks or drains that are draining my energy or draining me, creating emotional drain, Anything like that, I let this go now. And just gently working through anything that pops into your awareness. You might have even one particular memory. You can just thank it, you can let it go. No need for it to be reawakening and creating new connections in the brain. And then we can just be aware of the heart chakra and the physical heart and rest within the heart center and practice repeating some gratitude. Anything that you're thankful for or grateful for. And then you may be familiar with the very powerful prayer that comes with a great and beautiful history, Ho'oponopono. It's just repeating, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And it's not directed at other people, it's directed at the parts of self that may be reflected externally from ourselves. So repeating that a few times, you can say it out loud or quietly in your mind, whichever works. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I have a musical version of that I might just share because I think that will. Yeah, anytime we've been rubbed up the wrong way, that's a good point, just letting that go as well. Anything else that I haven't said, just feel free to include that in what you're doing. I'm just going to share this bit of music.
I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you.
Just letting it wash through the heart.
I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you.
Thanks to Carrie Grossman. Beautiful song. I'm sorry. Carrie Grossman transitions.
I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry, Please forgive me and thank you. I love you.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Please
Please forgive me and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I love you.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Bhagavan. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Bhagavan. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Bhagavan. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Bhagavan.
Beautiful. I feel like there's a message that's going to come through. Might be a little bit out of the flavor of emotions. So let me just reconnect and then we'll see if there's a channel message for us tonight. We are the ascended masters who come to you today in your human questions about emotional experiences, as we have walked Earth's floor many times, as have you. You have been here in these incarnations on many, many occasions, and you will remember and are learning in this lifetime that the emotions are your messages of divine information, and yet the emotions in the human world can get very tangled by the conditioning that is in the astral frequency in which you live and swim like a soup, which is around you and quite thick at this time for humans, with the conflict and the pollution not only in the atmosphere and in the earth, but also in the minds of many. And it is true that this pollution flows out just like a chimney releasing smoke, and it is there to be absorbed unless you create a sacred sanctuary within your own being, within your mind and heart. And truly, this can be done as you purify your mind and your heart. And it is ironic to say, and like a divine paradox, that the more purifying happens when you are accepting and not judging of any emotion at all, but simply noticing and understanding that these are all part of the human experience and life on earth, so that it is helpful to have a laugh or fun or joke within yourself about how you might be caught up in the way the emotion is playing in your energy field, in your physical body, the way it is making you feel, and the way it is causing constriction and a fighting within the mind. As this one speaking this transmission had this experience today with so much frustration in the head area that it was blocking rational thought at some times. And although this was a short experience in terms of lifetime, it was quite obvious that it was not until this one got up and walked around to change the frequency and the posture of the body that the thoughts formed themselves into a higher frequency, which brought forth the solution that was the end point of this meeting that this one was in. And this creative idea has been able to then be received only once the frequency has uplifted. And this is a lesson that we speak about often through different channels and mediums and places of information that is available to humans. Humans are becoming much more aware of the idea of frequency and vibration, and understanding that it is more comfortable, more enjoyable, more joyful to live in the highest vibrations. However, it is even more important than just feeling good. It is that the transition, the upliftment of humanity, the growth of humanity, the way humanity is evolving, is dependent upon as many people as possible holding the highest vibration and maintaining that frequency for as long as possible. And so we encourage everyone to master the emotions by noticing them, by releasing them in the way that was done previously in this time tonight, where the emotions were held in the hand and were then released, and the connections between the emotions and any thoughts and beliefs, memories from the past, were cut, so that the emotions are not feeding into the thought forms, and they're not feeding into the brain, not feeding into the synapses and the neural pathways inside the brain. And this can then be released and removed from your mind, as well as disconnecting the trigger. The mind is free of the memories that bring forth the emotion. For to have an emotion feel strong, it is often not always the experience in the moment that is causing the feeling of the emotion. It is often fed by memories of the past, and they may be unconscious or subconscious memories you may not be aware that the emotion being triggered in that moment is partly so strong because of an experience in the past that may have been similar where that emotion was experienced. And so it will help to release emotions, to cut yourself off from the memories of the past and the experiences of the past. And this is a perfect time and place to be doing this, especially between now and the end of this calendar year of 2025. There is a great amount of support for the healing that you are all choosing to do, and for the holding of the higher frequencies. This is truly supported by those of us who are working with Earth for its evolution, and there are many, many races and places this help and support is coming from. And so it is like we are pointing down now to the micro level of human experiences into one emotion in one person created by one experience, but letting you know that you can call forth and disconnect from the past in order to release the emotion in the present moment. And this will create much benefit and will create much release and relief for you. For it is when the emotions are balanced and can be harmonized as an alchemy, then the emotions will not bring you off track from the pathway into higher vibrations. And so imagine you're walking up a hill, and every now and then your foot catches a rock and it is pulling you back. Once you let it go, thinking of the rock as the emotion, you let it go, it rolls down the hill, and you are able to keep moving upwards to the higher frequencies. And this upward pathway is also supported by your acceptance and non-judgment of any emotions. It is true that in humans, the emotions of sadness may be more acceptable than anger. Perhaps grief is more acceptable than shame. And yet, it is not to judge any emotion, to simply notice each one. If you must label it, you can. Release it from any memories and tell yourself how normal it is as a human to have all of the range of emotions. None of them are bad or wrong. It is simply an opportunity to resolve and dissolve that which you no longer need and which may be weighing you down. Or slowing down your progress. For it is true that you are being called to higher and higher service, and we feel the joy in your heart, in your true divine heart at this calling and your response to this calling. And we would say to follow the joyful feelings, and trust in the divine light that is within you, as this light will continue to pull you in the direction of your soul's purpose and your soul's gifts here on earth. And if you feel any uncertainty about that, contemplate the activities that bring forth happiness, where you are happy and also helping others, for this combination is powerful. Helping others and feeling the joy and bringing them happiness and joy. This is the divine combination for divinely guided and activated service. For truly the human condition and the human purpose is to evolve itself to a higher frequency And this creates and is helped by service in an unselfish way and selfless way. No need for the egoic self in the service. The service is simply coming from the heart and a desire that there be a difference, that you wish to make a difference, that you wish to help others who are in need of that help. And this can be done in many, many, many different ways. And so we encourage each of you to find your way and your purpose, and that which is using your natural gifts and talents and skills, and is also bringing forth happiness that you have helped someone. For truly it is in the act of service that the heart is truly fulfilled and the mind becomes peaceful and the soul is at rest. We wish to check if there are any questions. Otherwise, we will complete this at this time and we will return as needed. We are always available to anyone who calls upon us as the ascended masters who have mastered life on earth. We are always happy to be of help and of service. We feel this is the completion of this transmission for now, reminding you that although there have been words spoken to explain different concepts, the transformation is held within the transmission of energy. And so it is for you to absorb and receive that. And we send many blessings and great thanks and love to you all. Goodbye. Something. It's just come into my mind that it might be a good practice, seeing as we were doing the Ho'oponopono, that might be something nice to practice yourself if you it's really just repeating those words. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. You can say that silently to yourself at any time. It's a lovely mantra and it helps to heal any parts of self that it might be in a bit of opposition to each other. So I hope everyone has a very good week. And if there's any questions, anyone wants to be in touch, you can just find me in laugh@thelaughterlawyer.com is a good email to find me. Or you can just message me in Facebook Messenger under Chamundai. Very good. Thank you for being here.